coming up today on Studio 13 Live.
You think my life is perfect? You couldn't last one day in my high school. Cookie.
Surprise! Nearly 20 years later, we're getting a sequel to the iconic Freaky Friday movie. Which stars are returning?
Plus, Sip Magazine is here to show us how to make one of their amazing sparkling wine drinks for Mother's Day.
Then, we're getting a look at Veg Fest, the largest vegetarian food festival in the country, coming to Puyallup this weekend.
And Sugo Hand Roll Bar is dishing up their Wagyu caviar and tempura green bean hand rolls. Studio 13 Live starts right now.
I wanna see you smile, take you another mile. Don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait today.
Well, hello. Happy Friday, Junior. We're jazzing up a Thursday, you know. Thank you for joining us on Studio 13 Live. I'm Mireya Garcia.
And I'm Carly Henderson, and today is National Eat What You Want Day.
Oh.
So what are you going to eat?
Well, I'm going to eat some sushi later today, and I'm going to love it.
Oh, that sounds delightful.
What about you?
I've been obsessed with popcorn made in my air popper lately, so I'm probably going to have a little crunchy snack later.
I like it.
I'm ready for it. And just in time, because the biggest names in country music are getting together tonight for the Academy of Country Music Awards. So you can watch the awards on Amazon Prime Video starting at 4 p.m. our time. The awards are being hosted by Garth Brooks and Dolly Parton, just a couple of icons there. She's going to be performing World on Fire, which is the first song on her upcoming rock album, which has 30 songs total. I'm still not over that. She says it'll be something that her fans have never seen before. Ed Sheeran has also been added to the performer list after winning his copyright lawsuit last week. I mean, if he didn't win that, he said he was not going to perform or make music again. So I'm glad that worked out. We get to see him in action right away.
I am so excited for this album. I cannot wait because I feel like not only is it going to be kind of a more rock style album, but there's so many different people that I think each song is going to be its very own vibe. So it's going to be the best mix ever.
It's going to be one where you could listen to like the first half for a little while and then the second half for a little while and just it's going to be glorious. I'm ready for it.
I love it. Yeah. Okay, so if streaming services were not insane enough already, you're soon going to be able to watch some Hulu content on Disney Plus, all right? Disney CEO announcing plans to merge the content into a single streaming app. The company also planning to make it a little more expensive. They're going to be raising the cost to its ad-free option, which is just under $11 a month. So this is all happening after Disney Plus lost 4 million subscribers in the first 3 months of the year. You know, I suspect that people are still kind of coming off of, you know, being inside all the time after the pandemic, now officially not a national emergency anymore. So I think they're just saying bye-bye to things they're not using.
Yeah, it makes sense too. I'm not a consistent viewer of any particular streaming service except for like Netflix and YouTube. So, I mean, I just get the subscriptions when there's something I want to watch on there. But all this like mergers and all this stuff, it makes me wonder if we're just going to go back to like bundling things completely the way that cable was one day.
It's new cable. It's just new cable.
It is, and there's a lot more individual bills to deal with. Well, after 20 years, it is official. A Freaky Friday sequel is in the works. And the best part is that Jamie Lee Curtis and Lindsay Lohan are set to take on their roles again. So if you don't remember, the plot is focused around a mom and a daughter waking up one Friday and having swapped bodies. So the script for the sequel is being worked on now, or perhaps in the near future with this writer's strike. But what we don't know is when filming will begin. You know what I really like about this is that Jamie Lee Curtis is coming back to do this film. Like, she has just won her Oscar. She has ascended so far since this film came out. And she's not too good for it. I love it. You know, my pet peeve is when actors think that they're like better than a project that they used to do and they don't like own it or something. And I just love that Jamie Lee Curtis is all about this. And of course, Lindsay Lohan as well. She had a little bit of a rough go in Hollywood for a while. So it's going to be fun to see them back on the big screen. I think this is one that will work.
I think so. And it'll, at the very bare minimum, it'll be a lot of fun. And what I really like is a little more information is coming out now about Jamie Lee Curtis's relationship with Lindsay Lohan. Apparently they are great friends. And, you know, you may or may not remember, but back when the original movie came out, Lindsay was seen as sort of a party girl. And Jamie Lee Curtis was really trying to build a good relationship with her, help her out as much as possible. And we saw that continue. In fact, I think very recently she commented on what a wonderful mother Lindsay Lohan has grown into. So I think that is lovely that they have that connection. And I can't wait for a good time watching this movie.
It'll be fun. It was kind of like campy to begin with.
Yes,
so I feel like
yes.
that's one of the reasons it'll work.
Absolutely. Hey, listen, actor Tom Hanks says that he has doubts or had doubts about Forrest Gump of all movies. My goodness. So at a New Yorker live event earlier this week, he said that he actually questioned whether or not anybody would care about the movie or the very quirky character. The movie went on to win several awards, including 4 Oscars, and Hanks himself even took home an Academy Award for Best Actor, very well deserved. So it really goes to show that, well, first of all, working in the creative industry is extraordinarily difficult. It's hard to tell what people are gonna like, but also the importance of believing in yourself, even if you're not like 100% sure on the project. That's very important.
Well, definitely, especially with so many remakes and reboots these days too. Like, this just goes to show, it might sound a little crazy at first, but some things end up becoming iconic. I mean, I feel like this is one of the most, quoted movies of all time ever. It stole the hearts of so many people. So I think original ideas, we definitely need to invest in them a little bit more too. I'm glad that they pushed through and made it, and he starred in it. New York City is opening the first cafe being run by a robot barista, if you believe that. It is called the Bot Bar, where a 2-armed robot can make 50 espresso drinks an hour.
Wow.
So the robot can make drinks like cappuccinos to bubble teas, all while dancing and waving at customers. Is this cute or weird?
Both, I guess. It's like a shtick, right? But you're a new fan of bubble tea, right? So
I am.
Would you try this?
I would, yeah. I mean, I feel like in New York, you're like always in a rush going somewhere. I used to live there. So I could see like grabbing it in a pinch, 50 drinks an hour, you're gonna get a coffee pretty quickly. But I will say I feel like I make really good coffee at home. So when I go out, I kind of want the full experience and I want it to be made with love. So I don't know, even when like baristas at, chain coffee shops will just like push a button and it'll like pump out a latte, I'm kind of like, this isn't as special as if someone does like a pour over or something like that. I like that human connection.
It could be made
Would you
with
do
robot love.
Yeah, robot love. Robots have hearts too,
I guess. I mean, I'd probably try it just to see what it's about one time, but I want to see what happens when that thing breaks, because it will,
There's got to be a human like behind the scenes,
something,
right?
I know. A new study is looking into dating apps and deal breakers on the dating apps, okay? I feel like early on, this was like a thing people didn't want to admit to. Now, I think most, single folks are on dating apps trying to figure it all out. But there are some deal breakers. A lot of them not shocking, profiles showing violence. But other things, they're a little more surprising. Okay, so we're gonna look at some of the trends here. 10% of women say that they would not date a man who posted a photo for, holding a fish. I feel like we've seen this one so much. A guy holding a fish they're very proud of. 10% of ladies say no thanks. A quarter of women say that they wouldn't date a single dad. And more than half of men say that they wouldn't date a woman who lists all the things they don't want in a partner instead of listing things they do want. And to that I say, fair.
Yeah.
That sounds weird.
Yeah, even if you have that list, I think we all do, maybe just keep that one up here, because I think it can sound really negative if you start off a dating profile with, don't be like this, don't be like this. It's like when you go on a date with someone and the first thing they do is start talking smack about their ex.
Oh, red
You're
flag.
like, this is such a red flag. So just try to be positive with it if you want to attract more people, right?
I think so.
Yeah. The era of dressing for Instagram is apparently over, according to the Wall Street Journal. Instead of always being picture perfect ready, stylists are saying that wearing you is what's in fashion. Whether it's baggy jeans and a t-shirt or a beautiful and flowy dress, more and more people are showing their true selves on social media. But is that the direction that we will continue to move in? Experts say, just as all trends come and go, only time will tell. I like this trend.
Yeah.
But it's hard for me to break, because I feel like, I came up on Instagram when everyone was trying to look really good. And for a long time, like, I wouldn't want to post a picture if I didn't have lashes and good hair and whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to get a little more free with it, because that's really more me and what I'm looking like most of the time.
I know. I will tell you, just a little inside baseball here. In this industry, every now and then there are, experts that try and tell people who are either in journalism or in hosting, what they should do on social media so that they can connect with people. And it was actually recommended to me about 2 years ago that I should post more stuff with no makeup and in just like regular clothes, I freaked out about it. I said there was no way. Now I do it all the time, you know, and it's the trend. It's the trend. What are you comfortable with? And that is an individual thing, but you know, to me, I say if you have a busy life and you're comfortable with who you are, you don't need to doll it up for anybody.
Yeah, I think we're all sick of that, especially after like the pandemic when we all kind of stopped getting so glammed up and we were just hanging out in like comfy clothes and less makeup and didn't have to force it. I think it seems weird to go back to forcing it for social media, right?
Absolutely.
Just keep it real.
Keep it real. I like it. Okay. So coming up next on Studio 13 Live, we are checking with our friends, Jody and Bender, with 95.7 The Jet.
Yeah, we're going to be talking about a new dating show for divorced people. So stay with us. We'll be right back.
I wanna see you smile, take you another mile. Don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait today. It's happening all around, like sun shining through the clouds. I'm gonna make.
It is Thursday, and you know what that means. It is time to check in with our friends for mornings on 95.7 The Jet, Jody and Bender.
Yep, we look forward to Tuesdays and Thursdays every single week. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Oh, hey.
Look at you guys looking all fashionable. Carly's got this
thank you. That's
a
Liv
great headband.
Tyler, that thing you do look going on.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Thanks, Bender.
Yeah. Yeah.
Springtime special.
I'm excited because we're going to be talking about why a Dodgers player did not stay at the same hotel as the rest of his team in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
But first, we have to talk about this new dating show. So I hear it involves divorced people with a twist. Tell us all about this.
Right. So the Big D, no comment, set to premiere June 14th, starring, I don't know if you guys watched JoJo Fletcher's season of The Bachelorette, but her and Jordan Rogers, who's the younger brother of Aaron Rodgers, they're the hosts. And what this is recent divorcees on an island near Costa Rica, and they meet other divorcees, and it's paradise where they get to meet each other and all that stuff. But the one catch is that their exes are there as well. So imagine you're a divorcee and you're on one of these dating shows and your ex, who you just got divorced from, is also there. I guess depending on what your relationship is like with your ex, it could be either helpful or a hindrance. You know, there could be somebody across the beach screaming, "Don't talk to him! He's
Don't
crazy."
do it.
Oh my
Run.
gosh. That sounds really
He's lying.
juicy.
It does.
It seems like a pressure cooker, and I'm here for it. I'm here for the messy drama. I want to watch this.
You know what else I'm
I
here
guess
for?
I
I'm
guess
here.
the question, though.
Yeah.
Hold on. No, go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I just want to talk about Jody's Swiftie shirt.
That's right.
Reppin'.
Store bought, Glendale,
here for it.
Arizona.
But let's
Why
keep
not?
talking about divorce.
Well, but yes, by all means. I guess the question, though, is because Jody had mentioned when she was doing the story about you're going out there and you're bringing the person that you just divorced. How much time has passed between the divorce and this little social experiment that they're going to roll out on national television?
Right. Unknown at this point. It might be a year, it might be a couple of months. I think it, is going to depend upon the relationship, how they interact with each other. Although, sometimes the women sort of become friends and the men become friends in their various villas when you watch these dating shows.
Yeah.
So you don't want your new best friend going out with your ex if your ex is trying to scam them, So it could be messy. It could be great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it could be. Now, Bender, you are happily married man, but you have also been divorced in the past. So would you say that it is possible to have a healthy relationship with an ex?
Yes, it took a while to get there,
Yeah.
as my ex will also attest to. So if we were invited to do this show, like only a year or so after we got divorced, no way in hell. However, now, 12, 13 years later, yes, absolutely.
Yeah. It reminds me of The Ultimatum. I don't know if anyone watched that on Netflix,
Yes,
but it
I've
was
seen
like them just, saying, I'm going to break up with you. And like they date other people and their exes are there too. And that show definitely worked. That was a huge hit. So I think this is going to be great.
It's going to be a train wreck
It
regardless.
has been
Absolutely.
wild. Yes. All right. So switching gears here, Dodgers player, is it Mookie?
Mookie Betts.
All right.
Mookie Betts.
Mookie didn't stay at the
Yeah.
same hotel with the rest of his team. What is going on here?
Yeah, Jody and I talked about this morning on 95.7 The Jet. So the Dodgers are in Milwaukee for a 3-game series. And during the 3-game series, the team stays at, I guess, the hotel that always puts up all the visiting baseball teams. It's called the Pfister Hotel in downtown Milwaukee. Well, apparently, Mookie said the last time I stayed there, I was very uncomfortable. I couldn't get any sleep. I'm hearing noises. And then come to find out that the hotel has a reputation for being haunted. So he got himself an Airbnb to stay away from the team, away from the hotel, because the last time he was there, didn't get any sleep, played like garbage. And now, apparently, the team signed off on it because I guess there are other Major League ball players that when they've come to town, stayed at this hotel, they have also experienced some weirdness.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, they have to be like in tip-top shape to compete, you know, to play ball. So I can see why that would be completely understandable. Who wants to stay at a haunted house?
Would you? So you wouldn't stay at the hotel? You'd bag it. You would go and stay someplace else if there was a reputation of the hotel being haunted.
I think I would have to try it one time.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't even like to mess with that stuff.
No?
I'm like, absolutely
stuff.
not.
It could
I'm
be
not
a
messing
friendly
with it.
ghost.
Yeah. Yeah. Is there a Casper? I don't know. I don't even want to meet the Casper.
More like poltergeist. One poltergeist
Ooh, never mind.
is all it
Yeah.
takes, right?
All right, so now we can go back to Jody's Taylor Swift Eras Tour T-shirt that she waited in line for 4.5 hours to get in the merch line.
You did not
Girls,
wait
he
that
is
long.
Lying. Of course not. I walked out during a very popular song and there was nobody on the line because I'm
Genius.
47 years old and I'm smart. Yeah.
That is very
Genius.
smart, yeah.
I hear the Swifties are at it again. So why do fans think that Taylor wrote an anonymous book that is apparently now a bestseller?
Well, it's funny. They think that she wrote an anonymous book because a publishing company announced that a celebrity is releasing a memoir this July, a big celebrity, and the book is going to be a huge bestseller. But they haven't said who the celebrity is. Now, you know how Swifties find Easter eggs everywhere. So they have decided, well, it's Taylor's book. And some of the reasons why are very silly. It's like the book has 544 pages. And when you add all those numbers up, it's 13, which everyone knows is
Okay.
Taylor's favorite number. And also, you know, there's a lyric in a 2010 song that says July 9th, the beat of your heart. And the book comes out July 9th. I mean, it's really,
Do you guys believe it?
I don't. But
I don't think so.
But if it's true, it's going to be hilarious.
well, the
And you'll
funny
be
part
getting the
is
book.
Yeah,
they've
I will.
pre-sold thousands of copies already at $45 a pop.
Of a mystery
And
book?
Of a mystery book. Actually, it's on Amazon right now under the name 4C Untitled Flatiron Nonfiction Summer 2023.
I feel like
That's
it's gonna
just the
people
working
who
title.
already pre-ordered this are gonna get a book from like the Bachelor contestants or something like that.
I know, right?
And
or someone that they might
544
meet.
pages is a lot for a memoir, unless a bunch are
Yes.
photos in the middle. That's a pretty long book.
Yeah.
Think of all the dirt we could hear about John Mayer and Jake Gyllenhaal.
She
Come
would
on.
never.
No,
she
she does
would
that
never.
in music. What if it's
She would
Britney's
never.
book?
He's such a
would
hater.
She would never write the memoir about them. Write the songs is one thing because it's
Yeah.
what, innuendo, but not the
No,
book where
it's
their names are in print.
interpretation, Bender. It's your interpretation.
Maybe he's more of a
Nobody
Swiftie than we
knows.
realize.
I know. Bender the
Hear any
Swiftie.
names?
Oh,
I've been told in my ear to stop talking.
All right,
Bye.
Jody, Bender, thank you so much. You've been cut off, Bender. We'll catch up with you on Tuesday. And remember, you can catch Jody and Bender weekday mornings from 6 to 10 on 95.7 The Jet. Hey, still ahead on Studio 13 Live, we are learning to make some sparkling wine cocktails for Mother's Day with Sip Magazine.
Yeah, plus we're going to be hearing all about the best of the Northwest beverage competition that happens every year. Stick around. It is time for Seattle Sips, where we highlight amazing drinks in our area.
Yes, today we are joined by Kristen Bacon with Sip Magazine. Welcome, welcome.
Thank you so much for having me.
So I love this. You launched Zip Magazine 13 years ago, family-owned, female-run. Tell us about the idea behind this.
Yeah, so, you know, at the time, there really wasn't a publication that was spotlighting all beverages, wine, beer, spirits, and cider. And I feel like as a sipper myself that, you know, I wanted to kind of have something that told us about all the different beverages, you know, and specifically craft. So this is everything, you know, in your backyard in the Northwest. And so we feature cocktail recipes, wine recommendations, beer recommendations, travel stories that are kind of libation destinations.
That's so cool.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you've got the printed magazine, and then I hear you also share daily content online as well.
Yep,
Talk to us about that
absolutely.
and where people can find you.
Yeah, so we're a quarterly print magazine, and then like you said, just to be more timely, we have a bunch of online content. So you can always check us out at sipmagazine.com. And And you can buy a subscription online at sipmagazine.com as well. So
This looks pretty
Excellent.
sitting
I
out
know,
on like your
these are-
coffee table too.
Yeah.
They're very
texture,
nice.
too.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Thank you.
What are you featuring for your next issue?
So our next issue is our kind of our big travel issue, which is awesome because it's we have one feature story on staying amongst the vines. So like really cool properties where you can stay in the vineyard, which is going to be great. And our resident cocktail expert, who's actually behind the scenes right now, went up to Vancouver Island, and so her cocktails are inspired by the sea. So really cool concoctions in there as well, and just a bunch of different stuff. It's packed full of really juicy stuff.
I like
so.
the idea of staying in a vineyard because then you don't have to worry about how to get back to where you
I
are
know.
staying after visiting the vineyard.
Yeah, like there's so many really cool, unique properties on there. So I think everybody's going to really enjoy that story.
Great.
So,
Well, you
yeah.
brought some things. What do you have for us today?
Okay, so I wanted to, for Mother's Day, is bring on bubbles from Washington under $20. And so I thought this would be really fun. I brought a wider range of sparkling. So let's start off with this one, which I think is so fun. This is Adulting by Alexandra Nicole, and actually, if
Clever
you guys can't see it back there, but inside are a bunch of adulting phrases.
Give me wine and
I wish
tell
I were
me.
taller. I wish I was a baller.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah,
I like it.
so it's
cute.
really fun. So this is actually in kind of a frizzante method, which is kind of almost like a semi-sparkling wine. So there's some people that don't like the really, aggressive bubbles, and so this is kind of a nice little segue. So we'll just give you guys a little shot of this one.
So they're not the sharp bubbles.
Nope, and this is just a white blend, so really kind of sippable for everything.
And we were going
Cheers.
on about how beautiful these
I know,
glasses are.
I actually should have brought more, but
Oh, that's really nice.
yeah,
It's such
so
a
this
mellow.
is just a light.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's lovely.
Very citrusy too, or something. It's just very sweet and delicious.
You're right. It's very
Yeah,
citrusy.
yeah.
It's got some melon notes in it, and yeah. So
This is great.
this is a really fun one. And again, all of these $20 or under. This is actually our
lovely.
most expensive one at $20.
There we go.
So,
I love an affordable and amazing gift.
Yeah.
That's really great. Because mom doesn't want you to go into debt, okay?
Yeah.
also, I mean, when we get into making the cocktail, I mean, it is nice to not have a $100 bottle of sparkling wine that you're using.
Yes.
I'm so accident prone. I would probably drop it.
Yeah, and to be honest, all of these are good on their own. I mean,
Yeah.
they're just, I just thought they were a really good price point.
Great.
And going on to this one, this is kind of our hometown. Chateau Ste. Michelle makes this. This is the Brut. This is $9.
Oh my gosh.
$9. And so
And it's good.
it is
I've
very
tried
good.
it. Have you?
Yeah. So I always tell people like this does well in our annual competition every year in the sparkling category. So just pop that over there. But
I like that.
also these
Lots more bubbles.
totally.
I do like
See,
that.
I like how we started with that frizzante
Yeah.
because we're just kind of easing in our
into it.
palates. Yeah.
And it's
So-
even a little
great.
sweeter than the first one, to me.
It is. Yep. It is a little sweeter. So
I do like that.
Yeah.
This is great. I also picked these because they're readily available at all the grocery stores. So,
And then what's the
Wonderful.
third one you got?
okay. And the third one is from Treveri Cellars. Sorry to get in front of you.
you're fine.
For it.
This is Treveri Cellars in Yakima. They're an only sparkling wine house, so they only make sparkling wine. This is made in the traditional method champenois. Also, this
So
has
much to cheers
want
for,
this.
absolutely zero sugar in it. So this
Really?
is So this
nice.
is done with no dosage, which means there's no added sweetness to the sparkling wine.
That's great.
When it's made.
Less of a chance of a headache the next day. You know?
100%. Yeah,
right.
100%. So
This is really good. But it's different.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
$16.
This would be really good for a mimosa too. I feel like you could put a little juice in it. If
Totally.
you did. I like sweetness. so.
Totally. And in fact, this is the one that we're going to use for the cocktails.
Let's get into
yeah,
it.
let's do it. We'll just put that right over there.
Hey.
Okay, so I wanted to do a twist on a French 75. We're calling this
Yay,
the
I love
Northwest
those.
75 because we are using all Northwest products to make this French 75. So what we're going to start off with And everybody commented on this when I walked in.
Yes,
so I think
Empress
it's a crowd
gin.
pleaser, but this is Empress 1908 gin based out of Victoria, BC. And the purple color comes from, and I said I was going to mess this up, but a butterfly pea flower. And so that's where you get the purple. And the coolest thing about this spirit is, depending on what you mix it with, it changes colors from pink to blue to like, so
yeah, chameleon of a beverage.
Yes, it's just a fun thing to make for, I mean, to use in all cocktails that call for gin, because it always creates just a really extra fun thing. But I'm gonna make 2. Normally, this is, I think for the website, we're gonna have just a single serving, but we're gonna do
A double serving.
we're
right
doing
now.
a double
One for each
serving.
One for each of us.
So we're gonna do 2 ounces of the gin. And then,
Can't wait to see what color it turns into.
yes, and then this is fresh lemon juice. So we're gonna do an ounce of that. Normally you would do a ½ ounce just for one. And then a little simple syrup, which is so simple, that's why it's called simple.
Yes.
It is equal parts sugar and equal parts water, and that's it. So.
And you feel like such a baddie when you make it at home.
I've never made
saying.
it.
It's so
weirdly
easy.
intimidated.
Yeah, no, it's so easy. And the other thing is you can infuse so many different things into simple syrup. Like if you want to make it, you could throw a cinnamon stick in there for a good old fashioned or whatever. So, okay, so then I'm gonna just add a little ice here.
Prettiest little ice bucket ever.
Yes. Thanks to Angela over there.
Yeah.
She's got all the amazing vintage barware that.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. So, okay. So I'm gonna do that.
right.
Just gonna pop this on. Ooh, actually, I'm missing my thing. So
Oh,
I'm
that's
gonna do
okay. We do have about
this
30
works.
seconds,
Yep,
so
this
we're going
works.
to give this a try.
Okay, that works. Just
Wonderful.
perfectly. So we're gonna do these glasses.
Sure.
We're gonna strain this cocktail.
Look at that. It's like a lovely lilac
Little
color.
lavender haze.
Oh, hey. Yes, that's right.
Oops.
I love this.
I am not
Beautiful.
a cocktail expert, by the way, so.
But you know what? The
Oh my
people
gosh.
making it at
Here
home,
we go.
that's
Yeah.
okay. It tastes okay with a little ice, I think.
You know what?
Wonderful.
This is live. Oh wait, hold on. We gotta. Now we're gonna add on to the drink the sparkling, and we have just a little more something right after this. So hold on till you sip
Sure.
it, and then edible flowers are in season. So and you can get these like at any market, but just a little fun,
So cute.
just to add a little color.
Look at that.
And
love it.
Amazing.
Flowers are
Cheers.
everything.
Okay.
Cheers.
I
Thank
can't
you
wait
so
to
much. Let's
see
see.
what you think with a little ice in it.
Oh, this is so good.
Oh, this
Tastes
is good.
botanical.
Yes, very refreshing.
this is fun.
And look
I
how
love this.
beautiful that is for
It's
Mother's
also
Day.
very beautiful. Well,
Yeah.
thank you so much
Oh
for
my
joining
gosh,
us
thanks for
today.
having me.
Yes, and we have posted a link, like you were saying, for the recipe, more info on Sip Magazine up on our website, fox13seattle.com/Studio13Live.
And coming up on Studio 13 Live, it is a veggie party. Vegetarians are getting together under one roof this weekend for the largest vegetarian food festival in the country.
Sorry, I'm still drinking this drink. All right, we're going to take a look at Veg Fest, including some Mother's Day giveaways. We will be right back.
Don't gotta wait.
Veg Fest is taking over the Washington State Fair Event Center Pavilion in Puyallup this weekend, showcasing vegetarian vendors, health talks with doctors, and some fun giveaways, too.
Yes, and here to share all about the event, we've got Stuart Rose with the Vegetarians of Washington and one of the vendors, Terry Gilbert, who is the CEO and co-founder of Zazubean Organic Chocolates Limited. Welcome.
Thank
Hello.
you.
Thanks
Glad
for
to be
coming
here.
in today. I'm excited to hear all about this. So Veg Fest, it's the largest vegetarian food festival in the country.
It is.
Oh my gosh.
At 20th year.
Wow,
20th
that's
year.
successful. How many different vendors are going to be there, and what do you have going on?
There are over 250 different kinds of food to try.
Okay, sounds like a challenge.
Yes, don't eat breakfast.
Okay.
Don't eat breakfast.
Come hungry.
You'll find everything from Mexican to Mediterranean from Indian to Italian, from Chinese to Japanese.
Wow.
It's a taste adventure. And some
Beautiful.
creative things like Indian-Mexican fusion.
I love
You've
that.
got to try it. It's delicious.
Interesting.
So I know there are also going to be some cooking demonstrations with some leading chef. When are those going to be happening?
everything happens at the same time. So we'll make announcements. The cooking demonstrations are continuous, along with the doctor talks and the health screenings. And we're very fortunate. We have chefs literally flying in from all over the country.
That sounds incredible.
And so, yes.
Lots of good stuff.
Cookbook authors, yes. Everything from Cajun to good old American.
We love it.
I
And
love
so
that.
with doctors giving the talks about health and nutrition, what can people kind of learn from that?
Well, the doctors that volunteer for us are great. This is a volunteer-driven event. They're oncologists, cardiologists, even OBGYN, and they'll be explaining the health advantages of a healthy vegetarian diet and how it can reduce your risk of diabetes and heart disease and a whole lot of things. But best of all, perhaps, is that they're going to be at tables and you can walk up to a specialist, gastroenterologist, whatever you want, and ask them anything you like. They're volunteering for the weekend.
Wow, that is
great.
amazing. Yeah, so educational and delicious. You love to see it. And Zazu Bean Organic Chocolates is limited is one of the vendors at the event, and also has one of the most fun company names I have ever heard. But talk to us about the business and what you focus on.
Well, we focus on better for you chocolate. We're an organic, fair trade, women-owned chocolate company. All of our chocolate is gluten-free, kosher, and delicious. So, I mean,
Sounds good to me. So it's actually better for your body, better for the planet. Sign me up and tell me more about its benefits.
Yes. Well, the Better for the Planet, it's, of course, as I mentioned, organic. We use all sustainable packaging. Better for you, we use lower glycemic sugars. We have 3 lines, a superfood line that uses ingredients like maca. We have our best-selling line, which is our coconut sugar line, and that's a lower glycemic, better for you sugar. I don't know if you're familiar, but hopefully you'll try.
Yeah, let's try some.
Yes.
I think we have time to try 3 chocolates.
3.
So let's get into it. What's the
Okay.
first one?
Okay, well, we have some great plant-based, because this is Veg Fest, great plant-based options. Do you guys like a sort of milky kind of
I
chocolate?
do. That's what I go for.
Okay.
I know it's cool to like dark chocolate, but I'm really a milk chocolate.
Okay. Do you like pomegranate, or would you like just nuts?
Yeah.
Both?
Any-
Okay, pomegranate and
Okay.
nuts.
Thank you.
I'll try nuts.
Just nuts. So this is
Okay.
cashew and hazelnut. They both use coconut sugar and coconut milk.
That's
So
wonderful.
it gives you that creamy kind of experience. If you are a vegan, you can
And for
still
the
still have
record,
this
it
stuff.
doesn't taste any different. I mean, it tastes delicious,
Yeah.
which I think is really what's important.
I like the texture of the pomegranate in there too.
Wonderful.
What's the
Nice,
next
nice.
one?
Ooh, well, if you said you like sweeter, we do have a new no sugar added. So we have one with nuts, and then we have one without nuts. But this is an oat milk, so another
cool.
plant-based,
Interesting, another option.
Yeah.
milk alternative. So nuts or no nuts. We have an almond crunch, and we have
Try this one.
I'll go for nuts.
okay both. All right.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So now let's talk about the kombucha here.
Well, many people are surprised to learn that the Seattle area actually produces a lot of different food products. So we wanted to pick one that's becoming very popular, and that's kombucha. It's got prebiotic and probiotic, the good bacteria, and there are so many flavors, and it's so delicious. So I invite you to try. You want to try ginger?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's give this a go.
I'm gonna go for the raspberry rose
Okay.
one. I'm a big
Cheers
fan of the
to you.
booch. There we go.
Of the booch.
And tell us, where can people buy tickets for the event? How much is admission?
You can buy tickets at the door. It's only $20, gets you in, and you get all the food that you could possibly eat and much more. You get the cooking
it.
demonstrations,
Yeah.
the doctors, and especially we're family friendly. There'll be storybook readings by storybooks that were written by doctors for children.
Oh, that's amazing.
Wonderful.
Stuart, Tara, thank you so much for coming in today. So
thank
cool to hear about this. We've got a link with more info on VegFest up on our website, fox13seattle.com/Studio 13 Live. And still to come on Studio 13 Live, we're taking you on board the Holland America cruise ship for a special tour of the bridge.
Yeah, we're getting behind the scenes look at their command center and what it takes to be captain of the ship. We'll be right back.
It is time for Emerald Eats, where we highlight amazing food in our area.
Yes, today we are joined by Young Cho and Sharon Lay with Sugo Hand Roll Bar. Welcome, welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Yes.
Thanks for being here.
These people are very, very fun already. We're already laughing. Okay, Sugo Hand Roll Bar, actually the first ever hand roll bar in Seattle. So tell us about the restaurant, and you also have a new addition.
Right. So yeah, we are Seattle's first and right now only hand roll bar that we are dedicated just serving temaki, which is a style of sushi. And so it's been great. We are down at the heart of Pike Place Market, and yeah, we have a 23-seat sushi bar. Great bites, great drinks, great atmosphere, great vibes. And our Shio section is actually a fry bar concept that we have created with a little bit less casual, not so much sushi, but...
Fry bar meaning French fry bar?
Yes, we do have French fries. We
Oh,
have
you
a
are speaking
ton
my
of different
language.
small bites that go great with drinking. Or
Great,
night
Very
out.
nice.
And you're
So-
opening a second location in Kirkland soon?
We are. So that's going to be our flagship location. We will be opening at the Kirkland Urban Center right next door to Top Golf.
Oh,
And so
great.
Fun.
that will be opening very shortly here soon.
Cool. Well, let's get started. What are we making first?
Today, so we are going to be making two different types of our bakudon, which is an inari pocket. And so we have our premium A5 Wagyu, and we also have a white beach mushroom. So I'm going to go and get that started.
Beautiful.
It's going to take a couple minutes or so, and then Sharon will go over some drinks for y'all.
Beautiful.
Yay. So today we have one of our most popular, if not the most popular drink here. Lychee martini.
What are we doing right now? These are nice.
So pretty.
I know, right?
What are you putting in there?
This is real lychee,
Okay.
and then we have our sake as well.
Beautiful. Oh, and it looks creamy.
Yeah.
Is sake always creamy? No.
This is lychee.
Oh, sorry. I was like, wait a
This
minute.
is the
that looks like the sake I know.
There we
Yeah.
go.
Now, something that I love while you're working on this drink and we're working on the food is that you use locally and sustainably sourced fish to create those unique dishes that you're working on. So we're taking a look at the most popular drink, but what are some of the most popular food items on
You
the
know,
menu?
we really try to, use sustainable products as much as we can, but we do know that that's not always a reality to have 100% sustainable. But a couple of our very popular items is our spicy tuna hand roll, and for our vegetarians here, we do have our tempura green bean roll, which here you'll be trying shortly, and also one of our premium items, which is our Wagyu uni and caviar roll.
Yeah.
Very nice.
When I go out for veggie sushi, I'm always hoping there's a good like tempura roll that I can get
You
to.
know, and that's the thing is a lot of sushi places, will kind of overlook the vegetarian aspect,
Yeah.
but for us, we really try to create more of a culinary delicacy for all of our vegetarians out there.
I appreciate that.
Yes, beautiful. This drink looks very pretty.
Oh, yes.
Oh, one of our
You can
favorite
come back
guests.
anytime.
Anytime. Oh my goodness, what are we doing here though?
So here comes the fun part.
Oh.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Well, you're about to see.
Okay, let's take a look. It's a surprise.
Surprise.
Oh, what? That's amazing. Oh, we've got bubbles floating
everywhere.
around.
Is somebody
my
rolling on
gosh.
this? Be sure you're rolling on this because I want to post this
Oh,
on
yes,
Instagram.
Yes, it's very Instagrammable.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, beautiful.
Extra
Wow.
bubbles.
Look at that. Oh, just bubbles floating
Yes,
everywhere.
I
I'll
love
give you one
it.
extra bubble for this one.
Oh.
I want you to drink
look
it
at that.
They are
right
so
away.
tricky.
Yeah.
Oh
They're
my
sensitive.
goodness. All right, can we grab them?
Please do.
Okay.
Help yourself.
All right.
Cheers.
I'm hoping not to pop it as I'm bringing it up here. Let's see. Should we pop at the same time?
One,
2, 3. This is amazing.
I love it. Oh, I got another one here. Yes.
All right, let's see.
Oh, that's so good.
It's like
I love the lychee taste.
for the taste buds and for the nose. 'cause
Yeah.
That smelled really good.
And for the eyes with the smoke and the bubble. I love a moment like that.
I do
How
love it.
fun.
This was amazing.
Do you have
Thank
other
you.
cocktails that do this sort of thing?
So we do have a lot of fun cocktails.
Yeah.
I do love the bubble. I do switch it out.
Yeah.
Make like specials.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's so good.
I was surprised. I thought this was going to be fire. And I wasn't
too.
sure how it was
I
going
was
to
like,
work.
are we caramelizing?
What
What's
are we doing?
happening
No, this was
here?
amazing. Now, while we're still working on the food here, tell me about these hand rolls.
Okay, so we have here is the tempura green bean and our Wagyu uni caviar. So you
Beautiful.
can go ahead and you can grab a roll and
Okay,
teach you how to
yeah.
get that sleeve off of there.
Okay, beautiful.
So we grab this.
Yes, so I will show you.
Okay.
Okay, so you gotta grab this end right here.
Right here.
and then gently make sure to secure the toppings at all times.
Okay.
And then it's just you and swoop.
Okay.
Wow, excellent job. That was really
You've
good.
done this before. Okay.
No, girl, I haven't. I'm terrified
Okay,
right now.
we gotta go to the other side.
side.
Remember
Oh,
the
get the other
corner.
Oh, that's right.
Gentle, gentle, gentle.
There we go.
Securing
Secure the topping. Secure
The
the
rice
topping.
tried to escape, but I'm adding it back in.
Oh, my rice escaped.
Yeah.
I'm eating it anyway.
All right. I'm digging in.
Go for it.
Crunchy.
Delicious.
Hearty.
Ooh, salty. I like the little caviar bits.
I love that.
This is amazing. Wow. And fun. Also,
Yeah.
a moment. Does it come like this to make sure it stays when you're at the table?
Yeah, so it's actually you serve right in front of the omakase style.
Oh, okay.
And so you have a personal sushi chef.
Oh, that's very
amazing.
cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you have to make a reservation to go, or do you just show up? What works best?
So we don't do reservations for 46 or under.
Okay.
However, you can join our live wait list on our website or our Yelp app.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And what are you doing over here?
So I am actually constructing the baku down now. And these
It looks
are
very cool.
our little tofu pockets.
I love one of these. I'm so excited
Let's
to try
see
it.
here.
This looks very cool.
Get
I
my
like how
glove
you're like
on.
build it out.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
Yeah.
Wow, it looks
Whenever
fun.
I order these too, I never really see the process of it getting constructed
Right,
too.
right.
Which you
It's
can
always on the
you can
back.
see at the restaurant,
Yeah.
right? The way it's set up.
I will do
With your personal sushi chef.
I do
one
like
here
that.
for you. That's with our
Beautiful.
A5.
that.
And this is with our white beach mushroom.
And you
Let me
just-
finish
thank
that
you so
off.
much.
Oh, no, little bit.
Sorry.
You're okay. And
Okay.
then one more, hold on.
One more.
A little crispy shallot on top to finish for a
love
little
it.
bit
Right.
This looks so good.
texture. And then you're good to go. So that's
And we just nibble it.
popping it on your mouth.
This is so good.
Yeah.
I think I've only ever had one with just rice in it. So
Yeah,
it's
I
so
mean,
good.
that's what we're trying to do for the Shio side. It's really for our chefs to be able to kind of flex their culinary knowledge.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for joining us. We have more info on our website, fox13cl.com/studio13live.
See you tomorrow.
Another mile. Don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait today. It's happening all around, like sunshine through the clouds. I'm gonna make